This is one proper labyrinth. Where now? Straight ahead or to the right?
Did you see that? In the room ahead.
What is that?
No idea, but it's moving.
Is that one of those shades?
Whatever it is, we shouldn't get too close to it. Be a good idea to close the door.
Huh? How did you know that the switch was the right one?
I didn't. That's what you call putting your faith in God.
Huh. There's a loose note at the last page. The ancients' graves are watched over by their shades. Their fate has been thus for thousands of years now, with no end ever envisaged. They were born in death, and it is death they wish to spread. The ancients forced them into our world. Thus, they don't belong here. They can be neither caught nor appeased. However, the light from the green flame unsettles them. It drives them into the darkness. One should not come too close to them there. Their power is old, very old. Dust, bones, and a crown. That has to be a king's grave.
Or a thief's. One that stole a king's crown.
Nothing. The coffin's empty. Ugh, the whole niche is full of human skulls. Well, not quite. Here's a bowl, rather nicely decorated. There's only dust in here. Oh, and a weird-shaped staff.
Looks like it could be like the ones that the bishops carry, or shepherds. I'm sure that represents the Black Mirror. The death's head is symbolic of death. The one lying here has a crown, could well be a king. The other, a warrior perhaps. Symbolically both rather unpopular. The standing ones seem to be normal people. The one here could probably even be a priest. This one here could be a hunter. I don't know all the symbols, but they seem to be describing something. At least it looks like they've been divided into 7 groups. Perhaps each of the symbol sequences describes one of the people on the upper half.
The dish is hanging right in the middle. Now all the capsules are hanging level. Something tells me that the keys in there have to be the right ones. The locks are all undone. We ought to be able to open the door now. Walls full of skulls. Who were these dead people and where are their bones? Did someone just take their heads? How come? Why are all the statues headless? Is there a connection? The closer we come to the truth, the more questions seem to come up. The guy with no head again. This time, times 4. Did somebody not like him all that much? Mordred, maybe? He went round with his sword going chop, chop, chop. That goes a hell of a long way down. This light reminds me of the cavern under the stone circle. Could there be a huge cave system under Willow Creek? Highway to hell. Damn, the route is crumbly. I hope it's gonna hold out for a bit.
I think we've reached the chapel.
I almost feel like I've come home here.
No. This chapel was built by Marcus and Mordred. It was their last cooperative work. It really is a sacred place.
But Mordred used it for his own dark purposes.
I doubt that.
A skeleton.
Those are Maria's remains, Mordred's wife.
How do you know that?
That's a female skeleton. And you can see the sword tip in the ribcage. It broke off when Mordred murdered his wife.
You're right. A stone coffin with a skeleton in it.
If we were to believe the Book of the Guardians, that was once Mordred.
Hey Mordred, how does it feel to be looking into your own grave?
Huh, you two are getting closer. Please excuse me.
Mordred's grave. There's a whole bunch of hieroglyphics on the altar.
There's a sentence in Latin chiseled here. It means, at sunrise, the king sent his warriors into battle against the darkness. Unusual for an altar engraving.
Is that any use to us?
I don't know. Perhaps.
Wow.
We're definitely not in the catacombs anymore. This looks more like an alchemy laboratory.
I've been here before.
Mordred?
No, as a child. I've got a kind of faint memory of it.
Have a look around. Perhaps it'll come back to you more strongly.
Yeah. That's it. That's the hole that Angelina fell into as a child. I climbed in after her, but it's blocked up now. No wonder I couldn't find it up on the surface.
And how did you two get back out of there? Through the catacombs?
No. Bates. Oh, it was him. He got us out and then filled in the hole. But before that, we were at the portal. We were standing right in front of it. It's behind this door.
Had Angelina opened it?
I'm not sure anymore. There are water basins everywhere here. Mordred must have been a bit of a clean freak. Aw, Mordred's tea kettle. How cute. Ruler of the underworld or not, 5 o'clock was tea time. Huh, maybe there are some 800-year-old homemade cookies here too. Prima materia, planet metals, basilisk. Welcome to Discworld.
These are the best blades in the land, forged by the most skillful of smiths. Much too good for those butchers that my brother calls soldiers.
Adrian, you're scaring me. Please, put that away.
And yet, they're nothing compared to my sword.
Adrian? Adrian, stop it!
Huh? What?
It's all right. Everything's okay. Just put the sword down and then everything will be fine. From now on, we'll have to watch out you don't pick up a sword again, okay? You're not going to go near a sword again, Adrian. Do you understand? We don't want you having an accident or anything, do we?
Okay, Sister Valentina. Is there a reason you're talking to me like some kind of wacko?
None. Apart from the fact that you look like one and are behaving like one. Your eyes have turned black again, and you're fiddling about with a sword, and you're speaking like Mordred. Now then, please do us both a favor and keep your fingers away from sharp-edged weapons. The book is open at the homunculus chapter. Is that a coincidence, or was Mordred busy creating an artificial life? Strange. A really fine alchemy laboratory. There's virtually everything there that they used to use back then. But I doubt that Mordred was interested in creating gold. The flasks point rather more to him being a blender of poisons. Adrian?
Hmm?
That's a perfectly equipped alchemy laboratory. Mordred was a man of science.
He's certainly not going to be able to help me with my physics studies. Alchemists were only bothered about creating gold.
That's not correct. There were definitely alchemists who worked on other things too.
Oh yeah, opening demon gates. I'd forgotten.
They also tried to concoct healing potions, or the opposites, poisons.
They were definitely more successful at the latter. So, how did Angelina just get in that time? Valentina,
Yes.
are you gonna let me take a look at your dagger?
What? No, definitely not.
I think I know how to open the door. It's quite simple.
All right then. I hope you know what you're doing. What are you doing there?
There was a door in the academy. It could only be opened with the blood of a Gordon. My blood. When I wanted to help Angelina as a child back then, I cut myself. That's why I was able to open the door.
Gordon blood. One further reason why only you can be the guardian. Let me go first.
Why?
I don't know what might happen when Mordred sees his beloved mirror again. Think about that thing with the swords.
Okay,